Everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Ngāti Kata Unu First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only. And what I do want to put out there is that I do apologise. There was a troll. They seem to hit the community page, so I won't post on the community page for a little bit. But please, please, please be aware. You know how I talk. I would never, ever, ever start something with a dear child of God, hallelujah, or whatever else it was, and I'm not on WhatsApp, and I would never, ever, ever, ever ask you for money for a Nigerian orphanage. So I spent most of yesterday cleaning that troll up, so I do, all those trolls, so I do apologise. Just be aware. We just got to be super cautious in these times. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm going to use my Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and I want to have a look at how MAGAs are going to feel going forward. I just did a reading on the executive order, which covered a lot of um, the inauguration or lack thereof. I just can't make it up. The cards come out the same every single time. The cards come out the same every single time. This card just flew out at me. Full illumination, a massive announcement coming forward about this energy. Holy crumbs, 3 major arcana straight off the bat. Okay, on the base I've got Biden and I've got, well, he's not the Emerald King in this one, so maybe this is Trump, but we've got Biden versus Trump. Okay. Interestingly enough, no name on the inauguration invitation. That hasn't, I believe, happened since about 1965, was the last one that I could find that didn't have names on it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. How are the MAGAs? I was listening to Rosie Insights last night. I listened to a lot of readers at last thing at night so that they don't affect my readings that I do during the day. Can't even remember what she was reading on, but I just felt that Washington, D.C. on Tuesday is going to be actually, I got the US, full stop, eerily quiet. And these two threw out at me. Review and tower moment. In regards to, if I pull the 2 off the bottom, the steal of the votes. Legal, potentially legal action. Huge announcement being made. Huge announcement being made. It's the same cards every time. Okay, now it has been reported MAGAs are really upset because they've spent a small fortune that they don't have flying into Washington, D.C., buying tickets to the inauguration, paying for accommodation. I can put pounds to peanuts that they won't get a cent of that back. The airfares and accommodations, no, they shouldn't, but I bet they don't get the inauguration ticket price back either. So, now the government or authorities, I'm going to say authorities, with an announcement. Information being brought forward. How are the Trump supporters going to feel going forward? I'm using this deck because I do not want to take my Gilded Tarot Royale or the Light Seers Tarot. And I don't use these cards very often. They're only very little. I tend to be clarifiers. Tell me, how are the... Oh, gosh, you wanted that one, not those ones. Okay. Don't know what they are. They're face down. Show me, how are the Trump supporters going to feel going forward? How are the Trump supporters going to feel going forward? How are the Trump supporters going to feel going forward? Oh, they'll tell me when to stop when they're ready. If you hear my guides, let me know. They get a bit chatty on certain readings. Right. Okay. Come on down. And then, of course, then they just said stop. This was the first card out. How are they going to feel going forward? Ooh, there is a harsh truth coming out. A harsh truth. Knight of Swords. rash action perhaps, just harsh truth coming out really quickly in regards to you know who. Wow. Huge announcement being made. Big announcement being made about moral, financial, ethical corruption, or simply keeping it all to themselves and leaving the voters out in the cold. And again, here's this legal action moving forward card with the Six of Swords, the immediate future. It's in regards to the steel, the abuse of power, the betrayal, the gosh, holy crumbs. Externally, the best of the United States, the star of hope and healing, the best of the democratic system. Internally, another major arcana, shining a light. How are Mega going to feel? There's going to be a light shone. They're going to feel themselves isolated, but there's going to be a light shone on the darkness. Investigation, it's introspection, investigation, this particular card. It's another, isolation is the other meaning for it. Feeling perhaps out in the cold, because here we are in Washington, D.C., they're stuck out in the cold. I mean, we've been telling them for years that him and his ilk don't give a rat's poo bear about them, but no, they're finding that out for themselves. We've got here the magician, the manipulation, the look at what this hand's doing here while this hand's over there fiddling with the steel. The outcome, we've got the government, we've got the emperor taking control, the authorities, an announcement coming in regards to the wannabe emperor that's going to bring about change. Wow. Avril Haines, Mark Rutte or similar. How are they going to feel? Be careful what you wish for, those smug ones, because there is a crossroads here. We've got on the base the Six of Coins, justice, in regards to this is what came in, this is what came out. There is how are they going to feel? There is a money trail in regards to it, or a trail, a voter trail. A lot of news coming out very quickly that they're not going to like, that they may not accept. Just be aware, they may, it's in their face, but they don't want to accept it. We've got here the oligarchs, secrets being brought to the surface and revealed, big money, information, volatile information coming forward that's going to put them flat on their back. We've got, if I keep going on the bottom, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, money information coming out with the Knight of Pentacles about mercenary actions that are going to put a halt on something, because we've got the voter, we've got the tower, we've got the steel, we've got overseas, in the gift coming in from overseas. Holy, 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 holy crikey. Okay. Again, it's the same, the same. Oh, we've got temperance, information coming in from overseas. Those that were in the support are going to be fighting amongst themselves. Truth being brought forward, loss and disappointment and heartbreak. I think it's going to be so in their face. I mean, there will be some. There'll be about 17% of MAGAs that will never change their opinion. They're a bit small. But anyhow, show me. Let's split the deck. Sword of Truth. Sword of Truth coming forward for them. Biden on the bottom. Oh, and then what flipped over? The emotional heartbreak and loss and disappointment and ending. Oh, sorry, I don't usually do it that way. I do it this way. How are Trump supporters going to be feeling? Trapped. Got the false victory. Big news coming out about contracts and agreements that were done. Shining a light. Downfall. The best of democracy. You just can't make these cards up. Sure, those ones got fully incorporated. Information coming out about money that's going to put a stop on things, or maybe they're just going to see things from a different point of view. How are Trumpsters? How are they going to feel if Trump is not inaugurated? How are they going to feel if Trump is not inaugurated? You want that one? Okay. Right. Like a fool. Do I need to go any further? Like a fool, being told to do this. Packing up their truth and slinking away. Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting them on the bum, but change. Internal contemplation or retreat about who they idolized, the false victory. And you'll notice in the background, even though this figure's sitting on the horse in a looking very uncomfortable, nobody's celebrating in the background. There's no cheering. They're all looking away, or huge announcement coming forward, or is it simply big stick? Huge announcement coming forward about contracts and agreements to do with the steel. How are they going to feel if Trump's not inaugurated? Now, I'm not talking about that 17% of diehards will go to the grave. I'm talking about the others. I'm talking about the Trumpsters, not the MAGAs. I keep going. A dawn of a new day, detoxifying in the face of this heartbreak, loss, betrayal, treason. The celebration, is it a celebration, or is it of the MAGAs as the best of democracy comes forward and the emperor faces justice? Nightmares as the truth is brought forward, the infighting, the information coming from overseas, shining a light on the smoke and mirrors shell game, money information. They're going to have to take the blindfold off, that the rest of us have had the blindfold off as The secrets are brought to the surface and revealed, and their smug position, as you've got Harris, but it's not going to be easy. An end of a cycle with the Ten of Wands, trying to move forward with this heavy load, but she's got the strength to do it. Okay. Gonna leave it there. Let's see what, by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, it will all be done and dusted one way or the other. I will either be probably wrong, and then I might take a day or two off to digest it, or I might be horribly right. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Okay, love to you all. Catch you shortly.